contact or attack, drawing near, blinding artificial light.
We
You see it too, don't you? That shape above the buildings. November 1st and nothing feels the same. You can't look away, can you? They hear, they hear, they hear, they hear, they hear, they hear. I watch you standing upward, your face lit by broadcast. Every channel screaming theories, but you don't hear a word. They hear, they hear, they hear, they hear, they hear, they hear. Are you afraid of what you see? Are you afraid of what it means? Standing in the street, believing nothing will ever be the same. They hear, they hear. The crowds go bigger every hour. You're pushed closer to the edge, looking for some kind of answer in the silent metal frame. They hear, they hear, they hear, they hear, they hear, they hear. Are you afraid of what you see? Are you afraid of what it means? Standing in the street, believing nothing will ever be the same. They hear, they hear. You ask me, is this the end? Or is this just the start? I tell you I don't know, but I can feel it in my heart. They're here, they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here. Are you afraid of what you see? Are you afraid of what it means? Standing in the street, believing nothing will ever be the same. They're here, they're here. You see it too, don't you? They're here, they're here. You can't look away, can you? They're here, they're here.
Well, this is Mountain William. I have just force-fed you the blue pill. I did not give you the option of ignorance and the red pill. I am sorry. I am the most horrible Morpheus in this terrible movie we call life, because I did not give you the option of, unless you kept your eyes closed and paid no attention to the screen, you've been blue-pilled. Alien visitors are on the way from a far distant galaxy. This ship is manufactured, it is metal, it is not rock, there's no gaseous emissions. It flies in an unusual pattern because it is propelled somehow. I believe it's actually gaining momentum. There's a lot about this. I have to tell you, I hang out a lot of crazy brainiac scientist type groups. Not the woke scientists that tell you men have babies. These are like the real scientists of the old days. My roommate, Jello, when I was in Baltimore, he was lead programmer, listed as the head, a project lead on at least 11 years of documents out of NASA for being the, like on the head of their project lead programming all satellites at NASA for like just a hair shy of a dozen years. I had another roommate who was a stormtrooper, part of that whole thing that Disney took away, those old volunteers that would travel and go see kids with cancer and do wonderful acts of kindness and goodness in the name of stormtroopers from Star Wars, and Disney put a kibosh to all that. He was one of those, but his father sat in the control room, I do believe, that during the Saturn missions and the moon landing. I hang out with some crazy people. How did I get into that group? Well, basically, when I lived in Baltimore, I was kind of like the drug dealers for all the people that worked for the NSA that would have a lot of fun because I was part of a medieval organization. We'd meet there on the Air Force Base. My roommate Jello, we used to have lasers all through our apartments, like in the mid to like 86 maybe, I'd say. I'm not too sure. I was getting a lot of pussy back then. I'd have fucking orgies on his couch. He was a cool guy. Anyways, I hung out there. I'd say I was the drug dealer for like the NSA operatives who were doing things such as, going through all Russian communications. Back in those days, the NSA was a secret organization. Nobody had heard of it. I do believe it has come out publicly since then, but I hung out with some crazy brainiacs. I've done some incredible things in my life. I've got a cool life. I had a cool life. I still do, but it's completely devoid of humans. All I have is the music I make now and my dogs. I really have no human contact with anybody much anymore. And the entire community where I live hates me, and it's just a sad fact. But you know what? I'm me, and I'm.
These walls know my name. They hold me safe from rain. Outside they gather with their stones, but I built this with my bones. La 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 la. You can't break what won't bend. I won't run. This won't end. Tried to leave once before, found the same, hate more. Roads that lead to nowhere new, same old faces, same old you. La la la, stay inside, la la let them try. You can't break what won't break. I won't run, this won't end. My guardian waits by the door. You want more? I'll give you more. Listen close to what I'm saying. All this running ain't worth playing. Every town's got the same disease, same poison spreading on the breeze. So I stayed put and hold my ground. Let my four-leg friend patrol around. You think you know what I'm about, but step too close and you'll find out. I'm done with being pushed around. My roots go deep into this ground, and if you test what I defend, that's when your story finds its end. You can't break what won't break. I won't run, this won't end. My guardian waits by the door. You want more? I'll give you more. Home is where I make my stand. This is my promised land. Silent screenshots saved in silence, digital daggers drawn in darkness. You spun your web of wicked whispers while I walked wounded but not willing, backing down from battles brewing, but keeping careful chronicles. Your venom voice, your vacant virtue, I chose to climb above your chaos. Rising, rising from the wreckage, rising, rising past your age. But when you cross that crimson line, struck down the sick, the small, the sacred, a woman walked by cancer's calling, her husband hunted in the street. No more mercy for your madness. Justice waits behind these walls. Time to face the final judgment. Magistrate will hear it all. Evidence etched in painful pixels, threats that thunder through the twilight. You thought my silence meant surrender, but I was building brick by brick. Your fury found a frail and fading soul who suffered sick and scared. When violence visited the vulnerable, my verdict reached its breaking point. Rising, rising from the wreckage, rising, rising past your age. But when you cross that crimson line, struck down the sick, the small, the sacred, old woman walked by cancer's calling, her husband hunted in the street. No more mercy for your madness. Justice waits behind these walls. Time to face the final judgment. Magistrate will hear it all. truth will triumph over terror. What you want will be your witness. Now you've crossed that crimson line, struck down the sick, the small, the sacred. A woman warned by cancer's calling, her husband hunted in the street. Justice rises from the ashes. Lord will live what you let fall. Time to face the final judgment. Magistrate will end it all. Dawn breaks different when you're distant from the darkness you once dealt. Rising, rising past your reckoning, I walk away, but not defeated. I kept my mouth shut when you came for me. Watch you spread your poison, let it be. Had the proof right there in black and white, but I chose to walk away from that fight. I thought mercy was the higher road. I thought silence was the better code. But you unleashed this storm yourself when you went after someone else. Now the papers are filed away and there's nothing left to say. You brought this on your own head. With every lie that you spread, summer went by and I stayed quiet still. Watched you hurt them just to get your thrill. But when you threaten someone I hold dear, that's when everything became crystal clear. I thought mercy was the higher road. Some lies should never be crossed. Now you unleashed this storm yourself when you went after someone else. The magistrate will hear it all, every threat and every call. You bought this on your own head. With every lie that you spread, I gave you every chance to stop. You just wouldn't let it drop and face what you had done. Your reckoning has begun. You unleashed this storm yourself when you went after someone else. Justice moves in its own time, but it always draws the line. You brought this on your own head. Now sleep in the bed you made. Shadows dance in the corners of my mind. Fire flickers beneath the dying sun. Ashes fall, silence like a warning sign.
Every smile, another mask undone. I feel the city breathing poison into every dream. Desperate angels looking for a place to scream. I'm battling with evil in the midst of hell on earth. Cut by bitter secrets, stripped of all my worth. Everyone here is corrupt and rotten to the bone. Haunted by the darkness, I'm standing on my own. Glass towers crumble while the saints turn away. Promises are empty, stained by what they hide. Hope is barely glowing, pale and far away. Loneliness surrounds me, no place left to confide. Haunted eyes in alleys where the wicked lie in wait. Truth is lost and sold beneath the heavy weight. I'm battling with evil in the midst of hell on earth. Cut by bitter secrets, stripped of all my worth. Everyone here is corrupt and rotten to the bone. Haunted by the darkness, I am standing on my own. Every memory shivers in the cold, longing for redemption that the world won't hold. Whispered prayers and resurrection scattered on the wind. Still I search for meaning where the light grows thin. I'm battling with evil in the midst of hell on earth. Cut by bitter secrets, stripped of all my worth. Everyone here is corrupt and rotten to the bone. Haunted by the darkness, I'm standing on my own. If there's a dawn beyond this endless night, let my music find it one last ray of light. In the silence of the dawn, I'll weigh the world's despair. Worn hands lift my reflection, searching deeper than I dare. I walk through hollow corridors where ancient secrets lie. Each shadowed face familiar, each truth I can't deny. I've wandered through the wreckage of a faith misunderstood. The veil is thin where evil hides. Would you stand here if you could? So I search my soul, turn the embers into light, get right with my God, for the world is dark at night. Every lie that's wrapped in beauty, every kindness torn apart, there's a reckoning in silence when you probe the trembling heart. Clouds of memory drift past, stained and restless in my mind. I'm haunted by decisions cast, the solace I can't find. Yet forward is my promise, a river forged in pain. Redemption's not a story told, but walking through the rain. I've seen the beast in daylight, smiling softly at the door. It wore my sweetest memories and left me wanting more. My footfalls stir the sleeping dust, where truth and shadow meet. I gather up my courage as longing and anger greet. So I search my soul, turn the embers into light, get right with my God. The world is dark at night. Every light is wrapped in beauty, every kindness torn apart. There's a reckoning in silence when you broke a trembling heart. With every breath I'm striving, with every tear I try to cleanse the stain of sorrow from the rivers running dry. I'll meet the line with open hands, at peace with all I've been, still fighting for tomorrow, where the shadows go unseen. Got my phone charged up to 100, posted VMW 9, who's down? Already know we'll see that, same crew, same vibe, don't care. Cause every Tuesday feels brand new when karaoke's coming through. The regulars are rolling in, here comes Jen with your gin, and you know what that means. What that means? We're all stars tonight at the VFW. Desert folk got talent, yes it's true, singing off key, but we don't mind, cause these are the best times we'll find. The best times we'll find. Kenny's working double time, serving drinks and dropping rhymes, while the youngsters hype the crowd. Blah-da-dee-ba-dum. Hey, cause the nights just hit different. Okay, listen up y'all, let me paint this scene. Every Tuesday night we make this place clean, got better and sharing stories between every wild performance that makes us scream. Brandon's doing Ozzy's, living the dream, behind a hubby and dancing, they're still in the theme. But hold, wait, who's stepping up now? It's Cowboy Jim, and everyone's like, wow. He's got a tattoo, tip, swiftly clear like the drop, the signature standing between the crowd goes wild before he makes a sound. Cause got his hat tilted, boots pretty clean, like the drop his sage and keep it teen. Crowd goes wild before he makes a sound, cause we're all family in a small desert town. Here it comes. The whole room's moving, everyone's grooving. This is our moment, this is our time. We're all stars tonight at the VFW. Desert folk got talent, yes it's true, sing it off key, but we don't mind, cause these are the best times we'll find. Best times. These are the best times, here to stay. You know where to find me at the VW Star. double doors I wander in. Same faces smile, they're like my kin. The microphone stands empty still, till 7 o'clock fulfills our will. La-di-da-di-da, we're waiting here. La-di-da, the time draws near. Every Tuesday night at 7, right on time, he takes the stage with that old song of mine. The room transforms from strangers into friends. Every Tuesday night we all pretend we can see. We can see. Desert dust and boots line up for more, while harmonies float across the floor. Cowboy Jim tips his hat just so we all know which way this will go. Ba ba ba, here we go now. Ba ba ba, show us how. Every Tuesday night at 7, right on time, he takes the stage with that old song of mine. The room transforms from strangers into friends. Every Tuesday night we all pretend we can see. The warmth of belonging fills this space. Time stops moving in this place. When wooden walls hold melodies that bind us all in harmony. Every Tuesday night at 7, right on time, he takes the stage with that old song of mine. The moment transforms from strangers into friends. Every Tuesday night we all pretend we can sing. We can sing. This ain't poetry for peace. This is the hymn of a mind on fire. 2 years off meds and I forgot what silence sounds like. With pills I build fences, tiny guards whispering real, holding back storms like stitches in the sky. I walk through days like a half-lucid dream, still haunted but housed. The world trembles softly like a violin string instead of a broken amp. But I'm not well, just braced like duct tape on shattered porcelain. I smile at the cashier as voices gossip behind my skull. Schizoaffective ain't a label, it's an earthquake. It's loving your shadow and fearing it too. It's dancing with ghosts in daylight and begging them not to scream. Then 2 years untethered, no meds, no mercy, sleep drowned in static. Thoughts leapt off cliffs with no parachutes. I argued with streetlights, married a storm cloud,
built a kingdom of hallucinations, where paranoia ruled and logic begged for asylum. Every wall had eyes, every whisper was prophecy. I ran barefoot through glass-covered dreams, believing I'd find meaning in madness. But madness doesn't speak, it devours. There was a boy trapped in my closet, and I asked him for advice. He said reality is negotiable. I believed him. I missed him when he left. This disorder's a tether, sometimes rope, sometimes razor wire. Medicated, a wild-eyed, I walk with one foot in another dimension, begging the sky for clarity. And sometimes I scream just to hear silence argue back. Living with it means surviving without certainty. Living without it is forgetting what real used to feel like.
Up in my cave, just me and my crew. 4 fuzzy friends know just what to do. Computers humming, we're feeling so free, making fresh beats for you and for me. Woof, woof, click, click, mountain wheels, got the mix. Bark, bark, beep, beep, tech dogs make it sick. Make it sick, make it sick. Got my old laptop and some special plants. My dogs hit buttons while I start to dance. We're making music all day and all night. When it hits right, yeah, it feels so tight. Woof, woof, click, click, mountain wheels, got the mix. Bark, bark, beep, beep, tech dogs make it sick. Make it sick, make it sick. Listen up, y'all, I'm Mountain William, living high up with my canine brilliance. Got Bugsy Malone, I'm basing Harper on the keys. Helmet chopping beats while Willow's making leaves. We don't need no fancy studio gear, just some computers and our puppy ears, creating sounds that you've never heard. My dog packs music is straight up absurd. Me crazy, but I don't mind. Me and my dogs, we're one of a kind. Woof, click, click, mountain wheels, got the mix. Bark, bark, beep, beep, tech dogs make it sick. We make it sick.
Up here on this mountain peak, with my human making beats, never thought I'd find my space, making music in this place. Pause, tap, tapping on the keys, William magic everywhere. Howling at the motherboard tonight. Circuits running, wanting wild and bright. My pack is singing binary delight, making music till the morning light. Hey, 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 wow. Four of us with wagging tails, making beats that never fail. William's got his special plans, teaching dogs and tech romance. Mountain air meets digital waves in our little music cave. Frequencies that make us move, every rhythm has its groove. Howling at the motherboard tonight. Circuits running wild and bright. My pack is singing binary delight, making music till the morning light. Hey, away, woo! When the bass drops low, we all know where to go. Dancing with our human friend, this beat will never end. Light up, bow wow. Hey, howling at the motherboard tonight. Circuits running, wild and bright. My pack is singing binary delight, making music till the morning light. Hey, whoa!